Hi everyone, Denise from Mystic Essential Soap and Candle Company. This audio on this video, let me tell you people, it was out of control with music. I couldn't even get it to disappear. I'm still in the beginning of learning video editing, so bear with me. Anyway, today I'm making a soap utilizing a new fragrance oil I got from Midwest Fragrance. I am totally loving Midwest fragrances right now. I'm actually showing you the color I'm using. That's the orange that I'm using. And that was, I believe, race car orange. And I'm also using a red in this. It is a liquid red dye, and I cannot remember where I got it from, but I'll put it down in the comments. All right, I'm adding my sodium lactate to my lye water. As usual, stirring it in. I like to do this right before I add my lye water to my oils. Today I'm soaping around 90 degrees. Okay, let's get it popping. Straining the lye water into my oils. Boy, today has been quite the day. I've been so busy. I've got workmen in my living room. So if you hear any noise in the background, I do apologize. All right, I forgot that I did not add my clay in and I did not hydrate it. So I'm going to just mix it in and go with it, wing it. This soap is okay to be a little bit scrubby. I'm more so making this recipe just to test the fragrance oil. Of course, if it turns out wonderful, it will be sold. If I don't like the fragrance oil in soap, because I'm kind of hinky on this one out of bottle, I'm not digging it too much. But let's see what happens. I like experiments, so I'm only making one small loaf of this just to test and see how the scent comes out. It was so odd out of bottle. I knew it was going to be wonderful in wax, which it is. It's fantastic in wax. But I wanted to try it in soap and see if the fragrance changed a little bit or, you know the routine. I hope you don't hear the banging they're making. They're replacing a window in my living room. Now this is a really quick pour, so this will be over in no time flat. I'm just breaking out my colors. I'm just eyeballing it as usual. This is just a simple drop swirl, so adding a little cheaty to whiten up the batter. I would like that to be some great contrast between the red and the orange, because when I mixed the red in, it ended up being so close to the orange. I was worried about them muddling together. So I figured I'd make the batter whiter than I normally would to ensure some kind of separation. I think it worked out. I'm looking at a bar now, so looks pretty good. Here we go, adding in my colorant. This is the red. This was absolutely not the color I was expecting it to turn out, but as I said, this is the first time I ever used this colorant, so I wanted to give it a try. It had been sitting in my cabinet for like a couple months. I actually received these as a gift. I want to say from my cousin, but I'm not sure. Um, but after using this color, because you know this recipe is already done and made, I was unhappy with the color while I was doing it, but I was completely happy with it when it um, once the cure was done. It's one of my favorite oranges. Look how vibrant it is. Now I thought about lightening up the red a bit, but I decided to go ahead with it. The color it was. I did mini mix it in just to ensure that the color dispersed properly and I got the deepest red that I could get. But I wanted to see what the color did on its own, just at its regular normal usage rate, without cutting it with any colors. So I know for next time exactly what color I'll achieve. The batter is actually a lot whiter than it appears on video. All right, adding my fragrance oil in. Let me tell you, this fragrance oil smells amazing. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's good for a body product at this moment. I was not sure, so I was just testing it out. Truthfully, to be honest, this isn't something I would use in soap again. It is excellent in wax, though. It is absolutely phenomenal in wax. I've had orders for candles back to back to back with this scent in it. And it's sweet orange and chili pepper. Now, I also got this same scent from, I believe it was Candle Science. And they're actually two different scents. Like they're two completely different scents. So we'll see. I might try the Candle Science one. I think theirs is called Sweet Orange and Sriracha. Or I might be getting the two backwards. But they had totally different scents. So we'll see. We'll see. Because like I said, this wasn't my favorite scent. I do have customers who have since bought this actual soap who love it. Um, but to me, it's not something that I would use on a regular basis or keep in my line. Not for soap, but for candles, it stays. Alrighty, let's get to the pour. I actually have my camera in the worst position, apparently. I'm still working all this out. I'm so used to having the studio when I recorded videos that I had all the space in the world. The cameras are mounted. Now I'm in at home. I've got to figure out ways to set up cameras so that they're not in my way. So if the bucket's in your way, I do apologize. I'm just doing a drop swirl from pretty high. This is a basic pour, very easy. Anybody can do it. Pouring some of the white down over that red just to give it a little bit of a feathery effect. Oh, there we go with the red. It was orange we did before. So I'm alternating. I'm doing orange and then I'm doing red, then I'm doing orange, then I'm doing red. With, of course, the white in between just to feather it out. I love the marbly effect soap gets. When you do just a little drop swirl. And this batter, I had made about an ounce too much batter. And I assure you that my recipe did not call for an ounce too much. Somehow I got an ounce too much of oils in there though. And I'm thinking it had to be my scale that's off. But since my lye water was pre-prepared, I was on target with my lye. So we are good there. And as long as we're good there, we're good everywhere. Just a higher superfet. So pretty. And there I go over the mold. And that was so stinking simple. Try to clean it up a bit. But realistically, I'm just going to leave it sit on the counter for a minute and let it set up before I pop it in the oven to pop it and see what we come up with. Like I said, this was a simple soap. It was more to test the fragrance oil. The fragrance oil did not accelerate, not one little bit. It stayed completely fluid. It was actually more fluid than I needed it to be. But as I said, because I didn't really care, it's really to test a small batch before I do a big, huge batch with this fragrance oil. Which, like I said, I don't think I'll be using this fragrance oil for soap again. It is a very unique scent. And I did have customers that I gotta have this. Just wasn't my thing. That's it. She's beautiful. Oh, smells amazing. Smells amazing.